Listen, I'm not saying it's too early to bet NFL. Because it isn't.
Never.
Sports interaction. Now, we talked about it with Dave Bassel earlier this week. NFL odds are up there. MVP, Super Bowl odds. CJ always likes to do this before the NHL season starts. Oh. He likes to try to pick a winner beforehand and see how his pick goes throughout the regular season. And usually he's pretty good. By the way, you get the best odds right now at sportsinteraction.com/SDPN. Doing it right since 1997. They are Canada's sportsbook with the most competitive odds. Sports Interaction makes it easy to deposit and play and cash out. Join now and see all that sports betting has to offer. Head to sportsinteraction.com/SDPN. That is sportsinteraction.com/SDPN. 19 plus, please play responsibly.
First question, Steve, you touched on it briefly. Thoughts on the Bjorkstrand trade? We haven't really dived deep, but the Columbus Blue Jackets had to dump Oliver Bjorkstrand to create some cap space. They sent him to the Seattle Kraken, and in return, they got a 2023 third-round pick and a 2023 fourth-round pick.
Congrats to the Seattle Kraken for finally doing what we all thought they were going to do, which is weaponizing their cap space.
Yes.
A third and a fourth for Bjorkstrand, who scored 28 goals last year, is nothing. Nothing. They will never know that those pieces are missing. If Columbus hits on both picks, good for them. But they're third and fourth round picks. He's automatically going to be one of the best forwards on that team.
He's so good.
Bit of a streaky scorer.
Okay.
He scored at like well over a point a game, then went 11 games with 0 points, and then ended the season with goals in 4 straight games.
Right.
So that's the sort of player he is. But high end skill. You'll be real grateful to have that kind of skill surrounding what we. I think all assume is going to be 2 rookie centers in Matty Beniers and Shane Wright. Good trade. Great trade for Seattle. Yarmo, buddy, you got fleeced. But, I mean...
He didn't have a choice.
He got Gaudreau for free.
Yeah, but he didn't have a choice with the cap space. You know,
right.
He couldn't hold on to him.
I don't know how badly.
Well, again, Pacioretty was given away for free. At least you got something.
Yeah,
that's true. It's a weird offseason. And I keep thinking about, by the way, I just got sent a graphic for a trade tree. That means it's ready to shoot.
Oh, very exciting.
And it's not one of the ones I worked on yesterday, which means we're even closer to shooting those ones as well. But the trade trees that involve the last 3 seasons are all going to require a boatload of context.
Evan Rodriguez, Sonny Milano, PK Subban, Phil Kessel, Paul Stastny, John Klingberg, Ryan Donato, all still UFAs, and I just named a couple. What the hell's happening?
Man, like, if you're Calgary, you couldn't convince Paul Stastny to come for a year?
Why not?
1 year?
Yeah.
Paul, come here.
Maybe they don't want him.
I mean, could be that. Paul, do you want to be our second line center? Probably doesn't.
Do you guys have any...
third line center, I was going to say.
Do you guys have any guesses as to why there are very good NHL players who have just not received deals?
People don't have the space.
I think they're waiting on Kadri.
That too.
I think there are still teams that think that they got a shot. I heard over the weekend there was rumors of Kessel to Edmonton.
Not a chance.
Which would be hilarious.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be very
There's
funny.
rumors, you never know, right? But I think
Kessel doesn't like the spotlight, and he's going to go to fucking Edmonton.
Well, that's why I was like, I don't know.
All right, but even these teams, like, there's wingers out there, there's defensemen out there.
I think the Leafs probably do want to move on from Kerfoot at some point, and people are talking about guys like Danton Heinen, who would be a great fit, or and there are unquestionably great players on them, or not just good, really great players, genuinely will make a difference on your team players. But this is what you have when you've got a flat cap for how many years in a row now?
Yep.
And I don't think, to be honest with you, again, I ask, is this good for the game?
No.
Is what?
Is this
the flat cap?
Is this really good for the growth of hockey?
Well,
do the owners really need to get that money paid back? Come on now.
If you make this content, not necessarily for a living, but if you're trying to get into making hockey stuff, which I know a lot of people who watch or listen to the show do, you're in a really interesting position where all the big names are taking time off.
Yeah,
they're all Friedge and CJ,
and rightfully so.
A lot of well, no, we should all work hard enough or be so lucky that we get a vacation.
Yes.
But it's a really, I just keep thinking about it from the perspective of the content, man, because I think August is actually going to be kind of heavy on hockey content.
Yes. Yeah, I do too.
It has to be. It literally has to.
And there's also, World Juniors and that sort of thing as well. Like that's, and I think Ivan Holinka starts soon. I don't know when, but soon.
You won't let go of that Ivan Holinka.
Listen, it's worth mentioning. And also,
I don't know if it is.
I don't want to cast a dark shadow, but I think it's important. The hearings that Rick Westhead was talking about start tomorrow with Hockey Canada.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's something every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. I can't believe we caught the 2003 thing during the show. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And we're waiting for that to explode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So on the ice or on paper or whatever, there's going to be a lot.
There is.
And from that perspective as well, there's going to be a lot.
This question is from It's Mirando, along the same lines of kind of what we were talking about. They ask, what are your thoughts on an adjusted cap based on tax rate by city where a player is paid by a percentage of team cap?
Okay, so first off, let's not make that shit more hard than it needs to be. Second,
yes,
as Alan has said many, many times, and there's a money episode where we talk to the guy that manages Steph Curry's money. That's going to manage, if he's with Octagon, Jonathan Huberdeau's money when his big extension kicks in. I'm sure he already manages it. But this is the guy that is like, here's how you're going to be a millionaire afterwards, right? You're a millionaire now. Here's how you stay a millionaire. And they said in the episode, wherever you are, there are ways to manage your money so that the taxes don't actually change all that much.
Now, I remember, what was his name again from Octagon?
Frank
Zeka.
It was in like October. So
yeah, it was a long time ago.
Zeka.
So part of me wonders, because he, I think, was talking about like NBA players.
Mm-hmm.
They make enough that they're undefeatable.
In terms of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if hockey players, even at the high end, make enough for that. Because it still seems to be a big factor in the NHL, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It's odd that players are averse to signing in Canada. It is.
Yeah.
Well, if people are using tax reasons, that's just not it. I can see, listen, there's nothing we could do about the climate. The climate is what the climate is. When you play 41 of your 82 games outside of your home city as well, and I obviously understand that some of that's going to be in Canada, but you're going to get taxed on the local jurisdiction. So even if you are playing in the States, you still get taxed in Canadian dollars on certain things as well.
You're also being paid in American dollars.
Yes.
Your dollars go so much further up here than they do down there.